Hey everyone, good morning. This is Malik over here with Insurance Agency Marketing Services, and I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us. For the people that don't know who I am one of the senior sales associate over here that's been here for a while, and I am joined today by Andre Thompson over from SILAC, who is the VP of Sales. We got some fantastic information to share with you today. I'm super excited to let Andre go over some of the enhancements and changes they made to their products, plus some sales strategies to help you guys close more cases. Before we get into all of that, for the new people with IMS are joining our webinar, and then for the our value producers, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to join us today. We do have a few items that we are going to talk about and why agents love working with us over here at IMS. As we go through the slides, be thinking of the clients you would like to see quotes for, and we'll reach out after the presentation. If any time throughout the presentation you got a question, go ahead and pop that in the question box. Um, and you don't have to wait till the end. We'll get those answered for you. We also have a couple poll questions here for you today, and we'll love your participation on those. When you call over here or with IMES at 800-255-5055, remember you're always going to get a live person. So you never have to deal with the dial by name directory, and that's how we kick our best in class customer service off, answering the phone with somebody. Maybe it's for the people that you're calling in, but if not, they're going to get you transferred right over. And for those that don't know, Charles, when Charles Hiring founded this company, over many years ago, he built this company in the best in class customer service. Going over to our next slide here. A few reasons why agents love working with us is our new producer builders. Starting off, our new producer builders program is for those who are new to IAMS. These bonuses are available based on your production level and your first 180 days of contracting with IAMS. We have different levels that you can qualify, as you guys can see on the screen. Um, and um, and there's inside each level are some great options for you. Like our $100,000 level will get you $750 cash, and an iPad you can pick between any of those. And then $250,000 level will get you 2,000 marketing dollar reimbursement or $1,500 Visa gift card and so forth. We got incredible business building tools, personal perks for you, and even cash rewards available. If you would like to know where you stand towards your new producer builder, or if you would like to have conversations about how to achieve this next level, please give us a call again at 800-255-5055. And then moving over to our IMES Business Builders. Another business program that we provide to our agents is our Referred Producer Program. This is one of my favorites. As many others, I see a couple advisors on us with us today, and that have already taken advantage of this program. Our business is on the wholesale side of the industry is similar to yours in the field, in that one of the best leads we can ever obtain is a referral from one of our value producers. This is why we want to make it worth your while. If you refer a producer with us, when you refer a producer and they get contracted, we are going to cut you a $50 thank you check. And trust me, Charles and Steve and our executives over here loves writing those checks out. And that's where the real money comes in. And as your referral rights business, you're going to receive an override over that business. It does not come out of your commissions, just to be aware. Um, and then if you can think of anyone that could benefit from doing business with our team, please type their information into the question box, or you can certainly email me with their information. All right, so our moving over. Sorry, I'm gonna go back. Apologize about that. So below is I skipped the marketing reimbursement. Below is the referred producer bonus on our marketing dollar program, which is the most popular program that we offer here at IMES. For every $100,000 in FIA premium, you're going to get $100 in your marketing reimbursement account. Why this is so popular and lucrative for our advisors is that we truly do consider this to be your money. You have the flexibility on what services and when and who to use the funds with. It is your marketing reimbursement. We don't tell you the vendors. We do recommend the vendors that we partner with and leverage to reduce rates and prefer services. We also have our creative team here to create a marketing strategy and provide in-house services to you guys. If you like to know how much is in your marketing reimbursement account or have any conversations about how to utilize it, just give your sales director or myself a call here at the office. Again, 800-255-5055, and we would love to speak with you about that. Now, moving over to our back office support is another way to add value to your business. This is the core of IMES and how Charles Hiring founded IMES many years ago. Again, we want to help the independent advisors work smarter, not harder. We are going to do that with our great business building tools, resources, and of course, our advanced case design assistance. We assist with life and annuity quotes. We're going to get you those illustrations that you can request within 24 hours. And if it's super urgent, we try to get back to you within the hour. Really, it's 30 minutes. So the submissions to commission support is handled by our new business teams. Just a heads up, Mackenzie is on our annuity team and Michelle is on our life side. They have a fantastic team who work day in and day out to get those commissions to you guys quicker. We're going to scrub those applications, submit them on your behalf, and do the administrative tracking and get you updates on those cases as needed. We do ensure that you do get the commissions as quick as possible. We understand how important that is to you guys, and this is a service that we provide to all of our value producers, and it's a way that we help grow your business by keeping you in front of clients while our team handles the back office support for you guys. Now, moving over to our website is a great tool for our producers to use, and another reason we're to work with us over here at IMES. Once you are contracted, you're going to have full access to everything you see on this slide, and we'll go through a few points. But there's so much more at imesinc.com. And if you haven't registered for our website, it is a very simple to do so, and we have somebody over here to walk you through that for any new agents. And when we're done with this call, go ahead and create an account. We'll love to see you on there. There are a lot of agents, a lot of great resources that are available to our agents, including illustration tools, online forums, product grids, news, and industry updates. All right, so our EAP solutions. Technology is where the industry is going. As many are aware, with the AI coming out and advanced technology over the years, Luma is our newest partnership to streamline the application process. Most of the carriers are now on Luma Firelight e-platform, which many of you guys are aware. So you can go on to one of our sites and submit business. Some carriers are going to prefer EAP only with some of their product lines and will also extra comp for utilizing the EAP platform. Make sure you ask your sales director over here with IMES before you submit a paper app, because you can earn extra money by just completing and submitting it through the EAP. And moving over real fast, we do have a full in-house creative team to help your business. We have turnkey items available at there for you. Many of our sales resources are white labels, so we can simply impose those contact information and your business logos onto it. Speaking of your logos, if you haven't created a full customized brand for your agency, we can certainly help you with that through our agency solutions and name recognition. Grows your natural market organically. I do want to throw that in there. Digital marketing solutions are a very popular topic around here at IMES. We can help you with websites, social media marketing, email marketing, and so much more. The internet and social media sites are where the overwhelming majority of prospects are going to go for information, making sure you are accessible and represented in those marketing lanes is very beneficial to growing your business. Reach out to me when this webinar concludes to talk about how we can access the IMS creative, and we can certainly get that ball rolling for you. As you guys can see on the screen, you're going to have your logo design, business cards, brochures, advertising, and then digital solutions. You're going to have your website design, social media, digital marketing strategy, and then turnkey solutions as well. You're going to have your handouts, brochures, flyers, newsletters, you name it, we have it. Um, and now moving over to the next one, our creative services, a very important topic. We also offer a complimentary marketing analysis for our agents looking for ways to explore new sales ideas and programs, whether you're new to the industry or a seasoned producer. This is a complimentary item to you to help boost your business with insights on your website, digital presence, branding, and current marketing activities, as well as recommendations on trusted vendors for everything from lead generations to seminars and social content. We like to customize a different approach, every other competitor out there, and tailor it to your needs. Reach out to your sales directors to get you started. And to take a deeper dive real quick, we customize, refine your target market, strengthen your brand. Again, some of those great ways to boost your business and have it going in the right direction. All right, so our IMS Wealth Management, something we're continuing to see a lot of growth on, which is our sister company called IMS Wealth Management. It is a SEC register RIA. So anywhere in the country, if you're an investment advisor or you're considering becoming one, please give us a call. It's a growing part of our industry, and it gives you an opportunity to be a holistic advisor, not just a insurance advisor. And then most importantly, our life and annuity IMS Academy, which is another big thing. We do a ton of training around and education. We're doing about 300 webinars a year. There's about over 1,600 on our website that you can go on to at imsinc.com. And it's going to have webinars on cybersecurity from carrier products focusing on marketing and sales ideas. We think it's important to get people to live training events. So many of our competitors and carriers don't do that anymore. But we have a very in-depth, intensive producer academy opportunity for you, which is a really great opportunity to get in front of and hear from top multi-million-dollar keynote speakers and hear from the best sales marketing programs in the industry. We actually have one coming up August 20th through the 22nd. American National and Equitrust is going to be our sponsors here at Omaha. I believe SILAC was at our last one, but we have many more throughout the course of the year. So if you would like to come out, please reach out. I'm actually going to put a poll up real fast for anybody that would like to attend our upcoming Academy event. And I'll give you guys a minute to answer that. Please answer yes or no. Okay, guys, we have less than 30 seconds. If you haven't answered yet, please go ahead and answer yes or no, and then we'll get more information out to you guys. And trust me, guys, it's an event that you guys don't want to miss. I mean, it's a great way for you guys to take some sales strategies with our multi-million dollar keynote speakers and apply that immediately towards your guys' business. So, again, it is coming up August 20th through the 22nd. Okay, I do want to talk about a slide that is not showing up. Of course, we have great incentive opportunities. So if you're one of the top producers that can qualify, we have an 18-month qualification for our event in Quebec, which is our Top Producer Summit. We've been doing these for over the last 20 years. This one's going to be A great one at the Chateau Fairmont in Quebec City. It's a great way, again, for you to network and connect with some of the top producers in the country, and we'll get well-deserved recognition. There are qualifications, so it is not for everyone. The qualifications are going to include 5 million paid plus everything counts. Call to check to see where you're standing at if you're not sure. And last but not least, we have a great social media presence. We're out there on Facebook, LinkedIn, and other platforms. So I encourage everyone to follow us and like us. There's a lot of great content ideas that we circulate around there. Now I'm going to pass it over to Andre. I appreciate and thank everyone for listening.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can, Andre.
Excellent. Well, good morning, everyone. I want to thank Malik and Imes for the opportunity to speak in front of you. What I'll be touching on is just our platform and how Imes has been a great partner of ours, and how hopefully some of these things that we'll touch on today will help maybe ignite some opportunities to get in front of some clients. So as Malik indicated, we changed some of our portfolio, and I'll quickly go over that and what we basically been branding this as is SILAC FIAs Reimagined. And the reason for that is just because we did pivot on what our original platform was. So now when you look at the options that you have for through SILAC on the FIA channel, you're going to have our Teton, which is accumulation focused. Denali now is going to also be accumulation focused, just with higher crediting and caps. And then elevation is going to add some additional liquidity and bonuses if you add elevation plus or elevation, and that's at a spread. And then you have Evolve, which is now our standalone income product. And then Vega is built on wealth transfer, or also you can use it for income. So looking at it here, you have two products that essentially you can now leverage for accumulation through our platform. You got Teton, which has always been an accumulation focused FIA, and it had some cumulative withdrawal options. But now you also have Denali with great accumulation, and I'll touch on our interest recovery because that's really going to be the key differentiator between the two, is that Denali has interest recovery, Teton does not, but now you're able to add elevation and elevation plus to both of those. So depending on the need, and if you like interest recovery, then Denali is going to be your fit. If you don't want to have interest recovery at all, then Teton is going to be the best fit for you. And here's our bonuses, and essentially we increase some of our bonuses, especially in the 10 and 14 year space. But you have a 5-year option with our Teton. Our base model, you got a 7% bonus, and as you can see, if you added elevation plus, it goes up to 9%. And then you can see all those particular ranges and ages for our bonus structure. So now we are one of the companies that is in that 20% bonus range, and it is like a very competitive landscape. You have a number of different options through IMES, and we just want to be one of those particular solutions for you. So to break it down just a little bit further, you have Denali and Teton. Again, if you just do the base model without adding that elevation or elevation plus rider, you're going to get 5% free withdrawals. There's no cumulative option, and there's no spread. If you add elevation, the difference here is that you're now going to be able to have a cumulative withdrawal option of up to 30%, 10% free withdrawals, and those particular liquidity options are a 50 basis point spread, not a fee. And then finally, if you wanted to get an additional bonus on top of, if you're just doing base Teton and Denali, or if you're using our bonus product, you're going to get an additional 3 to 5% bonus. You're still getting it that 10% free withdrawal and up to 30% cumulative, and that's all at a 100 basis point spread. The key thing here is that the spread for both Teton and Denali will fall off at the end of the surrender charge period. So that's 5, 7, 10, or 14 years. And it'll never take your client's account value backwards. So just quickly, just touching on this interest recovery, if you're not familiar with our platform, it's only on our Denali product. And again, the reason for that is because we're going to give you higher interest crediting and caps with that particular product. So it helps really create a robust accumulation vehicle. So you don't have any fees, so it's not going to decrease your account value. But if you have any excess withdrawals outside of the free withdrawal amount, or you surrender the contract early, that's where that interest recovery is going to come in play. If that is not a concern for you or your clients, then Denali is going to be a better fit for you because you're going to get higher interest credits. And again, you're going to basically be able to show a very strong accumulation product without any concerns of getting out of the contract early. So why did we do this? If you've never done business with us before, we don't have any fees on any of our contracts. We do have some spreads, but the focus is trying to give the best value to you and your clients. And in order for us not to charge any fees, we have that interest recovery. And again, that interest recovery only comes into play if you have an excess withdrawal outside of the free withdrawal amount or you surrender the contract early. It does not come into play if the client were to pass away and that full account value would go over to their beneficiaries. But the offset of that is if you don't have interest recovery, then you're going to have lower crediting rates and some of the cash values will be lower in later years. So transitioning to our income focused FIA. Now before you had the option of having Denali and we had a free guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit option. What we have since done is pulled that guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit from Denali. We've now created Evolve as a standalone. And so if you have clients that are considering income down the line, then this is going to be a strong feature for you. It is a stacking income option to where you essentially have a 6% roll-up rate for the first 20 years, plus whatever the interest credit is. So if you just did the fixed account, and let's say it's at 4%, then 6 plus 4 is going to go 10% to their income value, and the account value is what would be hit with the spread, and that spread is 1.5%, and that spread stays on for the life of the contract. Now, close to 40% of the business that we're writing right now, or agents that are writing with us, is replacement business. So now you have an income focused product that has up to a 20% bonus. And you can see here in some instances, it can go as high as up to age 80 on our 10-year contract. And then depending on if they're over 80, you can see those particular bonus amounts. So if you have clients that have had existing contracts where maybe there's a fee involved, they're not getting the growth that they want, this might be an opportunity to leverage that 20% bonus plus that 6% roll-up rate and tie that to whatever interest credits you so choose to create a robust income benefit for your clients down the line. When you look at this, this is a great overview of what you have available to you as far as Evolve and what that ties to. So again, you're going to have a 1.5 basis point spread. As I indicated before, you get a 6% roll up for the first 20 years. But what I did not mention is that you also have a roll up rate if the client was to defer income even further than 20 years. We're going to give you a 3% roll up rate from years 21 through 30. So basically 30 years of a roll up rate plus whatever interest credit. So that can create a very robust benefit. Now you have 5% free withdrawals standard. Now that does not provide a cumulative option, nor does that basically allow you to have 10% free withdrawals. That's no longer available on the Evolve standalone product. You can turn on income after a 1-year wait, and then you also have those wellness benefits where basically it's 2 times the benefit for an individual and 1.5 times for joint if the client cannot do 2 out of 6 activities of daily living. The great thing here is that you're also still going to have some account value growth. So unlike some other products that are dialed in for guaranteed income, what you seem to lose a lot of times is the account value growth and flexibility. With the Evolve product, that is not the case. You're still going to have some accumulation value to provide some flexibility. And you'll see what I'm talking about here when I go further on into the slides about how to leverage these 3 products, Teton, Denali, and this third one that I'm going to touch on to create income stream and also create flexibility. So this is our third FIA product. It's Vega. So if you've ever written Allianz 222 or Athena Agility, this is direct competition to that particular product. And what you'll find if you're looking at Annuity Rate Watch or Annuity Genius is that this is going to be in the top 2, if not the number 1 product in the benefit value space. One of it one of the reasons being you have a 300% multiplier, but you also have a 50% benefit bonus that is vested day one. So if the client were to pass away, you gave us a $500,000, that goes up to 750,000 on our bonus contract. And if the client were to pass away, that 750 is what would be paid out over a 5-year period. Now, keep in mind the benefit value is also what is driving the income, where you have an option of increasing lifetime income, level lifetime income, or there's a third option, which I won't touch on today for the sake of time, but it's called accelerated withdrawals, and it's the first of its kind. What it basically does is that it allows you to take whatever that benefit value is, and on our non-bonus contract, we'll pay that out over equal payments of 10 years. And then for our bonus contract, we'll pay that out over equal payments over 15 years. It's basically just provides another avenue. Maybe it's a gap for them to get the clients to other parts of the retirement, but it's another liquidity option that you can use after you've been in the contract for 7 or 10 years, excuse me. You also have the wellness benefit, and the enhanced death benefit is what I touched on just previously, to where whatever that benefit value is, that will pay out over 5 years. So I always like to call that kind of like a poor man's trust, to where now even beyond the grave, they can kind of control how that asset's being paid out to their loved ones. And all this is available to your clients at no charge. So I've just quickly gone over our 3 FIAs and what you're able to do. Again, Teton and Denali, great for accumulation. Evolve is tied into income, and Vega is great for legacy play, but you can also turn it on for income. So what I'm going to highlight now is just basically incorporating all 3 of those particular contracts in a laddering strategy, leveraging our bonus products. So let's look at a particular scenario here. And this is dialed in specifically where we're seeing a lot of clients where we're trying to get into a demographic to where it's not just for the clients that are, 70 plus. Can we look at clients in their 40s or mid to early 50s and show them a solution that can make sense for their portfolio? And this one, as you can see here, we're looking at somebody that's age 55. We're assuming a $500,000 deposit for this particular scenario. And the goal is to have income in 5 years. And what statistics have shown is most clients, if they do choose an income product, are turning it on in either in the first year or in the first 5 years. After that, it seems more of an accumulation play. But also the goals that we want to highlight here are legacy and flexibility. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about leveraging or using SILAC for your clients. So here's what we're going to write. We're going to write the Teton 5 elevation. We're going to use the Evolve bonus 10 and the Vega bonus 14. And again, for the Vega bonus 14, that's a 50% benefit bonus multiplier. The Evolve bonus 10 is going to give you a 20% bonus. So you're leveraging 2 different bonus products to leverage the client's legacy, but also income. And then the Teton 5 with the elevation is just going to give you that liquidity that you need in the event that in that first 5 years, maybe you need some flexibility for your client's portfolio. And just to keep things straightforward, we just put it all in 50% fixed and 50% annual point-to-point cap. So when we break this down here at that $500,000, 25,000 is going to Teton Elevation 5. And again, after 5 years, you can reposition that asset, but you do have that cumulative withdrawal option and that liquidity with great accumulation. Evolve, our income product, we're going to put 350,000 there. Then we're going to start income in year 6. And the whole point of this is not only to provide lifetime withdrawals, but also have strong account value growth. So again, goes back to that flexibility point that I was mentioning. And then Vega is that legacy play, but what we're going to leverage in this particular scenario is taking that 125,000 and showing increasing lifetime withdrawals. Because what statistics also show is clients are concerned about outliving their income, not having enough, and then also long-term care costs. So you're basically compiling with these 3 products covering all 3 needs that are big to Americans today as far as like their retirement. So looking at this, because you had that benefit bonus and we use that Evolve bonus, that 500,000 is already $5,700, $500, but the death benefit is 633, and that's because of that 50% benefit bonus. So right now, right off the bat, you've already added value. Now, when you look at this and the growth on these contracts, you're getting, even though we're doing conservative indexing, you're still getting a very strong return, not only in the account value, and in the death benefit because, again, of the deferral that we have going on here. So when we start income, now this is where we're going to turn on evolve. And because we have that 6% stacker plus the index crediting, that's what's going to create that income for the first couple of years. And as you can see here, you're able to pull out $23,600. And then over that time period, because we started in year 6, you basically pulled out 118,000 of income, but your account value has grown, and so has your death benefit. Why is that? Is the whole reason behind that is because we're using the Vega contract, and you're still getting good income growth or account value growth, excuse me, on the Evolve product. Now we've gone to now year 11, and we're going to start the Vega income. And then after we look at that in year 11 and 5-year tranches, you can see now your income has jumped to 42,876. So you pulled out over 300,000 in income, 332,000 to be exact. You still have the account value that's higher than what your initial deposit is, and your death benefit is still strong. If God forbid something were to happen at age 70, they were to pass away, they passed away more than the asset originally intended, right? Now, when we go out 20 years, because you're using the increasing income from Vega, that income has now gone up to 50,359. You've now pulled out more than your initial deposit in income. So that's a win there. But your account value growth is still strong at 451,937, and that's also the death benefit. So you can see there, they're still able to leverage the income and then pass on an asset to their loved ones if they were to pass away year 25. And that's really the goal here, and that's what I'll keep hammering home is the flexibility, the growth, and what you have for legacy planning if need be. So again, we're just the client's getting a reward for living, and that income now is 57,000. They pulled out over 850,000 in income, and you still have over $400,000 of account value growth as far as legacy. If or even if they wanted to pivot and move those funds to another company because maybe there's something better out there, that's the whole thing that we're providing here at SILAC is options and flexibility for your clients with providing still an account value even though you're taking income. And then finally, 30 years out, income is now $70,000. You can see you pulled out 1.1 million, but again, you still have 388,000 of account value. And as we all know, people that have been in the business, a lot of times you're not getting any type of account value if you started to take income. But leveraging these 3 products, you're still able to have that option. Remember that 5-year FIA, you could reposition that to something else, or you can keep it in the contract if you so choose. So that was basically the summary. Now, for people I should say, the summary of laddering within our products. But I do want to point out the service side of things, and that is the SILAC experience and what we have created that has been very well received throughout the industry. IMES has been a great partner of ours, and they have numerous agents in this program. Is our SILAC Inner Circle service. So what you get is a relationship manager. You get to the top of the queue. We get all your information, your assistance information if you have one. And basically, if you have any inquiries or anything that you need to do with SILAC as far as related to pre-issue and post-issue, you now have access to our Inner Circle team. There's a dedicated toll-free number that you have by being a part of the Inner Circle program, and it's expedited processing. So think of it as a concierge program for people that are doing business with us. Well, not only is it related to service, which is key because we all know that basically you all are on the front lines and you need to have top tier service to make sure that you're taking care of your client, but we're also rewarding you with an additional bonus compensation. So to get in the Inner Circle program, the benchmark is to get to 2.5 million. Once you've hit that metric, you can see here that you're going to get 50 basis points additional bonus compensation that goes back to $1. So, and that's paid out on an annual bonus at the end of the year. And as you can see, it goes up by a half a basis point for every additional 2.5 million that you write. And you can see that at $10 million, you're getting a 200% bonus or 2% bonus, not 200%, excuse me, a 2% bonus going back to day one of when you submitted that business. So it's calendar year, as you can see here, 1/1/2025 to 12/31/2025, and it just has to be issued by January 14th of 2026. So you can see, as we've highlighted here, We paid out 16 million in bonuses in 2024. I can tell you that that number is going to be even higher in 2025, and we want to thank you for all that have done business with us. And for those that haven't, hopefully with what I've just gone over, we'll highlight the reason why it might make sense to start doing business with SILAC, and that additional bonus that's paid out the start of next year. You can see some have had bonus checks as high as 700,000 in addition to what we were already paying. Now, in addition to the Inner Circle program, we also have a player circle trip, and this is for our top 60. So typically, I shouldn't say typically, the minimum is $5 million to get into the program, but I will say typically $6 million is what has been the benchmark for our top 60. We just had our player circle trip in Costa Rica. Charles was out there, Lisa was out there, and some other IMS agents. They all had a great time. We've gotten some great feedback from the trips that we hosted. It is top notch. So if this is something that you're interested in, I would definitely tell you to start writing business with us. We're going to go to Portugal and Spain. It's going to be top notch and very well received. And you're going to have an opportunity to obviously rub shoulders not only with the CEO of our company, Steve Hilbert, Dan Aker, our president, and the other members of the SILAC team, along with other advisors within the framework that are doing top tier business. And then finally, I'll just roll this out is that, as I stated before, IMS has been a great partner of ours. We are also going to join them and do a specific trip, and it's going to be a pre-producer summit, and it's going to be in August of 2026. I'm sure you've seen some of the marketing promotions for it. The qualification period started in May of this year, and it goes to April of next year. This is going to be another top-notch event. You're going to have all of SILAC leadership there, along with IMS. We definitely appreciate the partnership, and hopefully we'll be able to rub shoulders and talk about some other ideas and incentives that would be value added for you, for the people that qualify. So if you've never been to Salt Lake City, I joke that it's the celestial kingdom. You'll definitely get some, great outdoor activities, good people, and a lot of fun getting to know our platform. So with that being said, Malik, that is what I wanted to touch on. If there are any questions, I'll leave that open up to you, Malik, to usher, and then we'll go from there.
Thank you again, Andre. Do you guys have any questions for us? And then while you guys are coming up with questions, I'll throw another poll out there to see if you guys would like more information on the topics we discussed. And then Andre, I don't show any questions, so I'm assuming they're all SILAC experts now.
Sounds like it. Obviously, then the team has done a good job. So if I kudos to you at IMS for helping promote our brand. And if there's anything else, please feel free to reach out. We're here for you. And Malik, I do thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Andre. I thank you guys all for taking the time to join today's webinar, and we hope you're walking away more confident and equipped to grow with SILAC. All right, everyone, have a good day. Thank you guys.